Well, we got new music
We do.
on a Wednesday, which I like. Random.
Yeah, it's always fun when they put it out on a weird day.
Love it.
Hmm.
F that Friday stuff.
Uh-huh.
You good?
Somebody's walking their dog, that's all.
Got it. Yeah, so Lana Del Rey. I thought it was Lana Del Rey featuring Quavo, but it's looking like it's Quavo featuring Lana Del Rey.
Very
Plot
fascinating.
twist.
They're a fascinating pair. People have been trying to figure out if they are in fact a pair. No one
Yep.
knows for sure.
Nobody knows.
We just know that they seem to like each other's company, and now they've made a song together. And maybe they like each other's company because they made a song together. I don't know. I don't know which one came first. But
The classic question:
yeah, and it's really none of our business. But
the chicken or the egg? The answer is the egg. But anyway,
anyway, so tough is the song. There's a song and a video. They teased it. They actually performed it recently,
yes.
live, and they teased that the song and the video would be dropping today, and it did.
Right.
Um, yeah, a little July 3rd drop.
Is that
So
today? Today's the third. Man, I don't even know what day it is. Yep, you right.
today is the 3rd. So what did you think?
I thought it was cool. It's cute. It was cute. Like, it was a cool song. And then at the end, I said, "Oh, you guys, look
Yeah.
at y'all." You know,
Did you watch the video or you just listened to the
I
song?
did. I did watch the video. I actually watched it 2 times. They got 2 views out of me.
Watched it. They were very lovey-dovey in the
Yeah.
video.
Well, that's the theme of the song, so that made sense.
Hmm.
I was a little nervous when he had the gun, over his shoulder. I said, man, I hope there were no accidents on set. But it looked like he survived,
I
and
think
so
if
that's
there were
good.
accidents, we would have heard about it. So grateful that there weren't any, because we know
I,
how that can go.
I was just a little confused when he said, come up north. And he lives in the south, so she lives further south.
Oh yeah, isn't he from Atlanta?
Yes, he is. But I guess she lives further south. There are places further south. So, but that threw me off. I was like, wait, did he say come up north?
All right, because we're from North, so I think that's it's really hard to hear people say things like that. Because so
I was
where
like,
does
wait a
that
minute.
take me?
Hmm.
It's like Southeast Queens. What?
South.
Where exactly are you talking about? Which streets over there?
Where exactly are you talking about? Tell me. But yeah,
Because
it's neither here nor there.
I
I
don't know that
thought.
area.
Right. Yeah, definitely not. But that threw me off. But besides that, I thought it was cool. It was a little sappy at the end.
I
You
mean,
know.
I feel like the whole thing is sappy. No,
Well, I mean the record, not necessarily the video. The whole video
no.
was sappy. Yeah.
I mean, the record was.
Uh, it was a. Here I go with the term. It was a girl record.
I thought it was a pretty
But
song. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm gonna be honest. I listened to it twice, and I don't know. I don't know what the song's about. I just know that it was like a song that you kind of sway to, and maybe it
it's
was because
about
I was doing other things and I wasn't really like connecting with the words the way I probably should have been to do this review. But it was just pretty to me. I was like, oh, this sounds pretty. I like the way it sounds. But I don't know
yeah.
what they talking about. I assume they talking about being in love because they all hugged up and on the farm
Oh, the
or
song is
or the
saying
ranch
that,
or wherever they are. And
but
but that's what I gathered from
oh, you took a long pause. I didn't know what was about to happen.
you were just staring and I was like,
Because you said but, and then you just waited. So I was waiting too. I was-
right.
Um, it's about holding each other down when things get tough.
I
And
figured that.
he speaks a little bit
Together.
about things being tough for him. She speaks a little about things being tough for her. You know.
What happened? Like her white daddy didn't want her to be with him or something?
So yeah, I thought it was a good video. He told her how to shoot.
His black mama said, "Look out for them white girls."
See, tried to move on. Tried to move on.
I kid.
Well, he was home on the range,
Low
and
hanging fruit.
well, you got fruit with you today, so
I mean, listen, it's a fruitful day.
holler. Yeah. Anyway, I thought the song was cool. And then it kind of got like real sappy at the end. I said, "Oh, you guys, okay." You know,
So you were into it at the end.
they took it to another level with the sappiness, and I thought that was good. That was smart. And yes, I actually just looked at YouTube a second ago, and it is Quavo's song featuring Lana Del Rey. But it's almost like a duet. Like they're
Yeah,
singing the hook together, they're singing different parts together. This was a really collaborative record.
yeah. It's that. It seems to me that that's the way they positioned it. Even if someone
Mhm.
is assuming ownership of it, they positioned it as a duet. Even
Yeah,
when they performed it recently, it looked to me like it was. I thought both of them would be on equal footing. I know sometimes you don't see it too often these days, but I know sometimes two people will have a song and they'll claim the song is both of theirs. So
yeah,
that's what I assumed this was going to be. But it's very much a duet. They very much, match each other. Um,
yeah,
Quavo's really singing too.
yeah.
How did you feel about that?
Don't feel it.
I
Good try
know
though.
how much you love rappers who sing.
But
Um,
that's what Quavo does, so that's not surprising to me. The Migos don't just rap. The Migos have always been melody driven, harmony driven.
yeah, but what the Migos does versus what this is, I don't look at view those two things the same. Do you?
I'm saying it's not very far from the wheelhouse. Like it's not much different.
Okay, I hear you.
He wasn't trying to sound like Whitney Houston. He
No,
was
but
still it was still melodic rap.
okay.
I mean, I hate using all of these terms because I think they're weird, but yeah, he's in that like singing, rapping
Mhm.
kind of, you know, not really fully holding notes, but not just rapping either. Disagree? Think he was holding notes?
I don't know about holding notes. I just felt like it was like it felt like he was trying to sing. Like it wasn't like a
He's harmonizing, no?
yeah, I guess so. I just feel like when it's a rap song, like they're not like trying to like get it to be perfect, I guess. They kind of just do it and
So you think this was more of an R&B esque song?
I don't know if I
Because I
would
see
call it.
that too.
I don't know.
It sounded almost like a country record, to be honest.
Yeah, I just
Which is
feel
why I
like
thought the video was on point.
right. I just feel like the parts where he's singing. I don't feel like he's rap singing or whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called, but that's what I mean. I feel like it's a little bit different from what rappers typically do or hip hop artists typically do. Um, not to say like again, like you to use your example, it's not that he sang like Whitney Houston or anything like that, but I just feel like he was actually attempting to sing versus you know cups of that XO all my people in here. Like, I feel like that's rap singing or whatever. I don't know what to call. I never know what to call that, but I feel like
That's
that's
that's why these
something
topics are always weird for me because all these people sing, but not really.
right. And I feel like that's a little bit different than what he
Like
was doing on this
Like
song.
even Drake's R&B records, which is what you could compare this to. I mean, this has more auto tune than a Drake singing record, but they don't ever really. It's not.
Or maybe
It's
because she,
harmonizing.
yeah, and maybe because she's singing too. Maybe it just maybe I'm hearing it differently. I don't know.
No, no, no. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying to me, this is always the classification beef because people who sing like J. Cole sings on records, like Drake has full R&B albums. It's not R&B to me. That's not traditional R&B. And those people who sing like this Quavo record, if Lana Del Rey decides to actually sing, Quavo would not be able to compete. I'm not trying to knock Quavo. It's just that's what makes it hard for me to discuss these types of records all the time,
Mhm.
both on and off pod, because there's a thing today where the rappers sing, but it's more harmonizing than singing. But they walk around and their fans walk around saying, "Oh yeah, that Drake R&B song, this Quavo song where he's singing." That's not really singing. Like that's not Mariah Carey. That's not Tank. That's not Whitney Houston. That's not Drew Hill. That's traditional R&B. I don't know what to call these type of records where they're just harmonizing. It's not that I'm saying it's good or bad. I just think it's a different classification
Mhm.
of singing. Like what Lana Del Rey normally does is singing for real.
Yeah.
This is harmonizing. This was probably a walk in the park for her vocally. And that's what I mean. Like, I don't know how ever to categorize this music. People say like contemporary R&B, traditional R&B. They make all these little quote unquote subgenres.
Mhm.
And I don't even like subgenres, but that's what they're called, right? And so yeah, Quavo is singing, but Quavo is harmonizing with heavy auto tune. That's not the same thing as like Eric Bellinger and Neo. Like it's a very
No.
different class. And so yeah, to me, whatever, he's harmonizing and it sounds good in this record. I know it sounds like I'm being probably derogatory here or negative. I just think it should be classified separately. And so to me, records where people are harmonizing like this one, it's fine. It's not that I think it's trash. I just think it's a different world from where you come from. Just a small joke. I think it's a different world than what the real singers do. And I get into this debate with people all the time off pod because people are like, no, I sing. No, this person sings. No, Drake is an R&B artist. No, no,
Who
no,
says
no.
Drake is an R&B artist?
The BET Awards and plenty of other people. Um,
Well, didn't the BET Awards wasn't it like a combined category though? That's the issue I think with award shows these days now is that they try to combine categories. Wasn't it like R&B and pop? And Drake would be I would consider Drake pop. I wouldn't consider him R&B.
I'll have to look back. But my
I,
point is, people think that Drake has the capability to sing. Drake can harmonize. J. Cole can harmonize. Quavo can harmonize. Offset can harmonize. There's a whole list of people who can harmonize, but harmonizing is very different than full on singing. And that's what's challenging for me is that people try to categorize them in the same place. I don't think
no.
that's the same category. So yes, on this record, Quavo is singing, but Quavo is more harmonizing than full on singing. I think what Lana Del Rey can actually do is sing. I think on this record, she did a great job of bringing herself down to the level of where Quavo is at and what he can do. And that's not a knock. Quavo is super talented. I'm just saying that I think there's a difference between harmonizing and singing.
Okay.
Unpopular opinion.
I mean, I think there's a difference. I guess I've never heard anybody refer to Drake as an R&B artist. That's why I'm like or
But he
any
has
of
a full
or
that
or any
album,
of
that
them.
disc of Scorpion where he's singing. what do they call? You know what they say that disc is? He's an R&B album.
Oh, I've just never even considered that Drake could be an R&B artist. I
But that's
think
what I'm
that
saying.
there's a lot of overlap and a lot of crossover with R&B and hip hop. Um, I think that's just a fact.
Today, yeah.
But I don't. That doesn't make me say that like any of them, any of the popular hip hop artists. It doesn't make me think that they're R&B singers. I just
But that's even a category. I think it's the Grammys. It's like it's called melodic rap.
well, melodic rap but we're still acknowledging it as rap. We're not calling them R&B singers. I think that's different. No.
Sure.
Well, I'm asking you because is it rap or is it R&B?
I just looked up melodic rap artists on Google. Here are some of the people that came up: Juice World, Lil Yachty, Post Malone, Drake, Sway Lee, Kid Cudi, The Kid Laroi. I don't know who that is, or maybe I'm not used to hearing it pronounced that way. Chamillionaire, Ye, Nelly, Slick Rick, Lil Skies, Lil Mosey, Trippie Redd, J. Cole, Eon
So
Dior,
anyone who started after the year 2003.
Future, Kendrick Lamar, Logic, Tory Lanez, Chance the Rapper, Nate Dogg, YK Osiris, Anderson Paak. Like Anderson Paak can actually sing though. That's the chat. Like to me, that's kind of the challenge. Little Kim, Juvenile, Lil Wayne, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Travis Scott. I mean, I don't know why Migos is not up here. They should be. But Chris Brown, I mean, technically, yeah. But and that's what I'm saying. Like that group of people, they can all hold a note of sorts, but they not they not singers for real.
No, and I don't think they are. That's why I think that melodic rap makes more sense to me than calling them R&B artists. I don't think they are R&B artists. But
Right, but then so what do you categorize this record as? I wonder what Google
I
categorizes
don't
this.
know. What is Lana Del Rey considered? Is she considered R&B? I don't know what this
Um,
I don't know what this would be. I don't know what this would be. Um
see, this is where racism comes in. I just looked it up. It says it's a Lana Del Rey song. And I found lyrics. Anyway, this says it's pop.
yeah, and that's the only
Google
place I
says
could
it's pop.
put it because I think Lana Del Rey is considered pop. Is she not?
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, so I think that's what drives that question or that answer.
Variety wrote an article. Just want to see what it says as far as the category here. I also thought it was interesting that the video was purposely done in like the old school look.
Oh,
Um,
I did like that.
yeah, it looked like old school footage. It didn't take up the full screen. It's supposed to
Like
be like kind of
movie.
old.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, it doesn't say anything about. It describes what the song sounds like. That it has 808s and twangy guitars, but it doesn't really say. Oh, okay, wait, I'm wrong. The single was said to be part of Del Rey's incoming country album, Lasso. However, the song appears only on Quavo's YouTube channel. See?
I mean, maybe they'll both claim the song. I don't know. I don't know how that. I don't know. But whatever the case may be, I don't know. I don't want to get too caught up in trying to put them in a box or put anyone in a box for that matter. In trying to define exactly what it is.
Hmm.
I prefer when I honestly prefer when they say this is what this is.
Yeah.
But let's do it Keith Lee style. 1 out of 10. What you rating this song? We tried it. Now we rate it 1 through 10.
I don't like this. A
I mean, we've
7.
spent 20 minutes talking about it, so we might as well give it a rating.
I guess it's a 7, 7.5.
Yeah, I would give it a solid 7 too.
Cool.
I don't know if I would give it. I don't know what they said, so I can't give them higher marks. I
The,
have no
the
idea what
lyrics,
they're
the
talking.
lyrics matter that much to you?
I mean, it's a song, so words do matter.
There's
If it's
lyrics.
a song where there are words, you don't have to read them. But I'm just saying, it's um it's pretty without me knowing exactly what they said. So
Hmm.
7 is solid. Maybe if I heard the lyrics, I would have, given them maybe a 7.5 or an 8, but I don't know.
Okay, let's move on.